What's going on, everybody? Shantae Darby here, and welcome to the Black Couch, so to speak. We here
Inside the car.
I know we inside of the car, yo. This is different, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity to talk to Tim Bowers as we're on the way from his hometown, Allendale, South Carolina.
The real A. Put that in. Put that part in there.
Oh, it'll stay in there.
The real A.
Yeah, man. So this is different. We on the road. So today we're going to be like doing some reflections of what we just experienced, as well as how it relates to our lives and stuff like that. So y'all stay tuned. Tim!
What up, though?
Tim!
Man,
Tim, you just blazed the stage, man.
I'm blessed and highly favored, man.
Oh, most definitely. Man, how you feeling, man? To leave your hometown,
Yeah.
place that is responsible for getting you started on whatever path it was.
Yeah, because it was a couple of them. It's a couple of them. Nah, man, it feels great. It's always a privilege to go home and serve, whether it's volunteering or just, speaking. It's just always a privilege, man. I'm always humbled to go back to the crib and share something that I believe that will help whatever audience that I'm speaking to. So today was nothing short of great, to be at the Allendale Correctional Institution and young men about to be released and go back into society. And I think I'm just humbled that they will reach out to me and ask me to come speak. So I'm praying that they took something away from the message, So yeah, it's always a pleasure, man.
As an audience member, of course, man, we talked about some of the things that I thought you did great in. Man, my man is an awesome speaker. I mean, like hands down. But because this is a motivational, educational, keep it real type platform.
Right.
I also had to tell you some of the things that I thought you need to improve on. So as a speaker, how do you feel, how important it is for people to give you feedback of the negative, I guess the things you need to work on? How is it easy to take? Is it easy to swallow? Or is it sometimes you're like, man, I just blaze the stage, nobody,
Right.
How you feel about it?
It's crazy. I want to read this real quick. My good friend said this to me. Your guys don't do this at home or when you're driving. She said the morning prayer was, help me to evaluate the good and bad in the criticism, to trust you and to continue in my work wholeheartedly. God is our best defense against criticism. So in that, I think that if you're trying to grow, you just want to take heed to what people are saying. And no, it's never an easy thing to do, I think, because you prepare for something, you think that it's just going to be the best thing since sliced bread, but then someone tells you that, hey, while it was good, there were areas you could work on. I think it's just growth, and you have to be humble enough and know that it's out of love and it's out of a way for you to just get better. You know what I'm saying? Just get better. So I didn't take it as, hey, listen, my man trying to come for me or anything like that.
I'm the speaker.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the speaker. Like, you were just... No.
I got a coach.
No. Right. No, I think it was just pretty much like, yo, there's just some things. Hey, I sat in the audience that I heard. And while you were awesome by far,
Right.
There's just some areas that you should, work on. And that's for anything. If you're not willing to get criticism and like take it, go back, digest it, and work on what it is that they're saying you need to work on, then you got a problem. You're going to have a real serious problem, and you're not going to grow at all. So I take it, I accept it, and let's roll, man. Cool with the punches.
Cool, man. We were beginning to talk about how different this process was for you speaking to guys, because your normal audiences are usually kids, younger people, and then I know you getting into staff development. But for these guys who you want to make sure they get practical knowledge to go back into the world, because it's going to be just like they said, it's going to be a lot tougher for them. Not on themselves, but number one, when you come out of jail, you got that label on you as a criminal.
Yeah.
People gonna automatically look like, we shouldn't be dealing with this person. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be, their opportunities are limited based off people's perspective.
Yeah.
And not really. Because one thing I really do admire about the program, like the discipline one. Number two, like they really value higher power, God. Like they're faith-based. It's almost like it's more freedom to talk about God in prison or in jail than it is in society.
Or school.
In school. You know what I'm saying?
Everything that's going on. I mean, my goodness. Yeah, you spot on. I think that was one of the great takeaways was, it was, like you said, it was freedom to say God.
Right.
And not be looked at as what you're saying.
Right. You know? Exactly. So, I find that funny, because why would they restrict our God to only a place like that? It's almost like, okay, no, you can't talk about God here, you can't talk about God there, but when you go to jail, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? God is the God of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy. Right?
It's funny. It's almost like a system. Of course it is. It is the correctional system, but it's like God is a God of freedom, but we suppress that freedom as society until they get into jail or in a correctional situation. Mm-hmm. That's just something to think about, man. I didn't even mean to take this conversation there, but just thinking about that, it's like they have more freedom of spirituality in jail than they do than we do in society.
Yeah, and it's crazy that you say that, because when I hear freedom, you're talking freedom, but they don't have the freedom.
Right.
But they get to use freedom
of
who they desire to praise, in a place that doesn't allow them to leave when they want to.
Right.
Like you're there. So that's crazy, man. But with anything, bruh, when there's rules, there's rules.
Yeah, that's true.
Like flat out. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was telling them, that when I got locked up as in DJJ at 13 years old, I realized that I gave my freedom up for someone else to control.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So like, they get to tell me what to do, how to do it, when to do it, when not. They get to control that. So you got to be able to say and ask yourself, like, is what I'm doing keeping me in bondage, or do I have control of my life?
Gotcha.
Let's take it a little further.
Personal freedom.
Yeah. Like, am I in bondage for whatever it is? Your job, your situation, your relationship. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you bounded by that thing, or do you have the freedom in it?
Right. That's funny you said being bound to a job, because we was about to go into that conversation where, of course, you were there. You were hired to speak at the graduation of the guys that were in the correctional facility, but you found out that a lot of the staff was looking for that motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And talking about being bound to a job, we begin to talk about, maybe reaching out even, you know, as you get invited back to talk to some of the correctional officers who their dream and goals may be higher positions in criminal justice, but they lost their motivation when they couldn't pass the test, or they're not able to go back and get the necessary training, or they can't do certain things because they're limited to their environment, or they may be limited to a situation that they're in. I can't take off my job because if I take a day off, I might lose my job, and now I can't pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? Or I can't go to Columbia to get the necessary training because I live an hour and a half away. You know what I'm saying? So you locked in and you limit yourself based off the situation that you put yourself in, and not understanding that the sacrifice the sacrifice that you make may become that personal freedom for you and your family.
Man, like, I think what people don't realize is that sacrifice, like, this is why I love the whole wisdom of this too shall pass. You know,
seasonal.
It's seasonal. So, like, if you got to make the sacrifice, guys, you know, for 2 months, 3 months, or whatever, or the money to get to where you're trying to go, then it will behoove you to do that. It's temporary, because when you get what you want and what you need, you can make up for what you lost.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not thinking about that, so it's not necessarily motivation to a certain extent. It's also a mindset. It's a mindset that you're thinking about that's holding you back. You think you're bounded by your resources. You're really bounded by your mindset. And if you don't start releasing it, man, listen, James Allen said, I share with them, you are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you.
Right. That's good talk. That's real talk.
So break the chains. I know we say the song, we love it. I think, what is it, Tasha Cobbs?
Yeah.
Break the chain.
Break every chain.
Break every chain. I'm telling you, that you got to break the chain of your mindset.
Most
you know, and if you do that, you start to see things operate differently. You know, you start to see the blessing in the sacrifice, knowing what you're going to achieve once you reach your destination.
That's real talk.
Yep.
Yo, I want you guys to take away a lot from that. My man got a book, Average to Awesome. Y'all definitely check this out. It's on Amazon. I'll link it below. And yo, if y'all got any questions for Tim, if y'all want him to speak somewhere, I definitely put his information below as well. This has been a brief talk on the Black Couch, or on the road, headed back to Columbia. I appreciate you guys for watching consistently. If you haven't seen my documentary, I'll link that below. It's called Using Your Voice. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your support. Continue to support the Black Couch by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to the channel, and we will see y'all on the next. You got something to say?
Man, you know how you get that one finger up, you know what I'm saying, to kind of indicate without trying to interrupt, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, y'all guys, listen, again, if you got questions, you know, you can email me at yourmotivationalspeaker1@gmail.com. If you want to connect with me on social media, by all means do it. Tim Bowers Speaks on Twitter, Instagram, Tim Bowers on Facebook. If you want to purchase my book, Average to Awesome, Transitioning from Where You Are to Where You Want to Be, you can do it on Amazon. You can go on my website, timbowerspeaks.com. Or you could just DM me if you connected to me on social media, and I'll take care of the shipping costs. All right?
Dope.
So, man, Shantae, man, thank you. You're awesome, bruh. Let me tell you something. We going worldwide with this thing. This motivational, inspirational.
Motivating the world, dog.
Motivating the world, motivating the masses. You about to make me start rapping. I'm going to get this thing up and start rapping. What y'all think? The hip, the hop, the hip. I'm done. I'm done.
All right, man. Like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel. Definitely check out everything on this channel, man. So lifewithproducer.com is the channel. blackcouch.org is for that next episode. So y'all check it out. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.